Well, as a court-martial trial for Navy SEAL Eddie Gallagher continues, 2 GOP members of Congress are announcing an effort to help similarly charged service members who feel that they are the object of an unjust military justice system. One America's John Hines has more on this from Washington.
California Congressman Duncan Hunter and Texas Congressman Louis Gohmert believe many of our soldiers and sailors are not receiving their constitutional right of due process when accused of a crime during military action. Now these 2 lawmakers think they may be able to help.
Justice for Warriors Caucus is basically there to stand up for the warriors that have been persecuted by our own military justice system. You have Clint Lawrence, Matt Goldstein, Eddie Gallagher, Derek Miller. These are a few names. There's a whole lot of other guys that have either been put on trial for premeditated murder, for killing terrorists, for killing ISIS, for killing Taliban. The military justice system is the reason why these guys are in jail when they shouldn't be, when they've been doing what the American people have basically sent them overseas to go do.
So the military justice system doesn't seem to be providing justice for far too many service members, says Hunter. And based on his own experience in the military, Gohmert says the system isn't a level playing field, often because of the so-called convening authority, the admiral or general who brings charges.
And that general or admiral, the convening authority, is also the one that handpicks the people on the jury. And from my experience at Fort Benning in the Army, the jurors know why the general or the admiral sent them to be jurors, and it wasn't to acquit the defendant. Sometimes you get acquittals, but it's not very often. So that is an area in which the UCMJ is kind of stacked against our own people.
A system stacked against our own people, but that has gotten worse in the age of political correctness and rules of engagement, says Gohmert.
And it wasn't so bad until political correctness became, the term of endearment for flag officers, and especially in the Obama years, all the purges of flag officers, if they weren't towing the social agenda and the social justice, we ended up with a lot of people in prison that were real heroes.
Real heroes who now need help. And part of the mission of the Justice for Warriors Caucus is to render that help, even if, in particular cases, it means these lawmakers asking for help from the president, says Hunter.
What we're going to do is, when Trump was talking about pardoning these guys, we want to be able to present him a list of people, say, hey, we have vetted these, we have looked at these, and these are the people that you should look at first, because you can't trust the military to vet itself. You can't trust the military to investigate itself when it's the problem in the first place.
If the Justice for Warriors Caucus is successful, it may soon be a force for enduring freedom for those who served in that conflict and others. John Hines, One America News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.